Hey everybody, it's your hospitality friend Glenn here at IHIF NYU here in New York City. I want to thank our friends over at Actable. Actable gives you the power of profit, but more importantly, 1 year ago, might just be today, was the first time I had the honor of interviewing this guy, Zack Gharib, president of Red Roof over here. How's it going, man?
Man, I remember that day. I had just walked into the role.
Yeah.
And you were actually my first interview.
Yes. Yeah.
So here we are 1 year later.
I'm sorry about that.
It's been fun. It's been fun.
So what's the big lesson you've learned over this last year?
Man, I'll tell you, my first year was awesome. I'll tell you what I'm proud of, really. I think we have a renewed sense of, great culture and long-term growth strategy, which is we're very focused on. I'm very proud of the partnerships that we've done with Sojern that focuses on the guest experience and guest connectivity, how we can really deliver a great experience for them. And recently, HotelIQ, which is going to be a game changer in our company, driving revenue, hopefully for our franchisees by optimizing. I'm proud that we're serving a lot more women owners that have come into our equation, and proud of our relationship strengthening with our franchisees. We just concluded our regional meetings in April. We were all over the country, but that one-on-one time with our franchisees and our owners, really, they see the vision more. They're excited. So that's been great.
All right, so let's move from the boasting to the questioning.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's great.
But you asked me a question.
No, I know.
What I learned.
What I love.
So I'm going to tell you what I learned the most.
I love it. What did you learn the most?
That, look, when you look at our industry, the challenges that we have are unprecedented, and they're all coming at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at labor shortage, rising costs, inflation, insurance, litigation, tariffs, high interest rates, you name it.
Hey, how about insurance?
Yeah, who doesn't love insurance, right? And so really I've learned that for us this is a time to unite as an industry. We as brands, we have to be the biggest supporters for our franchisees who are battling this day in, day out in the field. But we have to partner with the big associations like AHOA, like AHLA. So I think if we can all put our minds together, we collaborate, we work together, really we have a better chance of starting to really mitigate those issues at a much more successful.
So let me ask you this, and then I want to go back to asking you questions about the things that you are proud of. But how are you, I'm starting to say, and I know you guys are getting bored of hearing this NYU video with me saying this repeatedly, I'm really starting to come around to the side that I think the hotel economy is not necessarily tethered to the wider economy. And I really think that people are going to be driving and traveling this summer. Is your gut telling you the same thing, or am I getting a little bit too optimistic? Because a month ago when we were at AHOA, I was like really depressed about it.
I'll tell you, we haven't really seen that demand has come back, but I think weakening has probably stabilized a little bit.
I think that was more of a wider issue the industry was already feeling.
Yes, we had a great Memorial Day weekend. That was good. And
I didn't do it that way.
I did some barbecue. That was good. And so I think we were seeing declines, a steady decline the first quarter, like in general demand. Right now, I think it's stabilized. So we'll see. To be seen.
Well, yeah, and the seesaw is always going to go back and forth. But for you, in order to make sure that the profitability goes up, that's why you're doubling down on the technology right now.
Without a doubt.
Right? So walk me through HotelIQ and a couple of other things that you're doing to give you folks better insights and help your hoteliers make more money.
Yes. So HotelIQ is our new revenue management system that we're going to hopefully roll out by the end of the year. That's going to optimize pricing, a lot better price points, analytics, to really drive revenue for our franchisees, which is really important in this economy, right? I spoke about the connectivity with the guest, which hopefully improves the guest experience, and that by itself has a direct impact on revenue. When guests are happy, they want to come back and they want to book your hotel more, and the reviews are better and all this stuff. But we have a lot of focus also on new sales and marketing initiatives, new promotions that we're testing out. Connect TV is one of them. So last year we spent a lot of time on technology. We continue to do it this year as well. But also now we're focused a little bit more on driving revenue from sales and marketing and revenue management system.
That's good because you can't do it all at once, right? So you had to take the big thing, kind of wrestle that to the ground. Now you can focus on the others, but you can't ignore the technology because you take your eyes off for a day, everything changes.
Was that right? Was that it? Yeah. It's fast moving.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so we talked about technology, we talked about that, but the last component of it is how you're trying to get more women in executive roles and to own properties over there. So how are you feeling about that these days?
You know, believe it or not, Glenn, since June 2023, we've added 30 women owners in our brand.
Awesome.
30. I mean, I think that's very powerful.
Yeah.
Speaks to our initiatives, the Ride Initiative and the She Inspired by Red Roof Initiative, where we actually, empower women to lead and own hotels and also underserved communities in our industry.
Yeah.
So we continue to work that. We have great incentives for these as well. And those two initiatives have been very, very successful.
Awesome. You having a good time shaking hands with everybody here, kissing babies?
I do. I don't know if you've heard, we've announced also a new partnership.
Yeah, just today.
Yes.
Please tell me about that.
So
sorry, I'm like, this injury is making my brain freeze.
that never happens. Yeah. Look, I think credit markets are tightening out there. Lending is not really easy. So access to capital, even if you have access to capital, it's expensive.
Yeah.
So we partnered with Bridge, who's a great organization in the finance and lending industry. We partnered with them. We're very proud of this. I think that's gonna help our franchisees and developers have better access to lending, a lot more options.
Yeah.
Right. Hopefully better access to interest rates because of our partnership with them that we've been working through. I mean, when I look at things, Glenn, and I think being an entrepreneur, starting a franchise business, owning your land and developing on it for yourself, for your family, for your community, is the American dream. I totally believe that. I think our partnership with Bridge just makes it a little bit easier.
Well, I will say, as someone who's never owned a hotel but fantasizes about it constantly, I don't know what I don't know, and to like have somebody come in and help me with the financing part of it and know that that portion of it's taken care of will allow me, I think, as a developer to focus on so many other things, particularly if it's a learning curve and I got to learn everything at once.
I urge you not to fantasize about about hotels. Hopefully you do something else, but
I love
hopefully one day.
Hopefully one day. One day. But first thing I got to do is finish.
We'll make it a review. How about that?
Yeah, for sure. All right, everybody, we got Zack Gharib over here. I'm Glenn Hausman. Please like, subscribe, share this video. We're going to have more great content with this guy later in the year. We're even going to get him on Friday Night Audit and, show. He's such a wallflower here. We'll see if we can break him out of it.
Hopefully I'll have some big news by the end of the year. So looking forward to that.
Awesome. All right. We'll see you all later. Take care.
Bye-bye. Bye.